Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how you answer question 9 of the THS practice paper 1, which is for core 1 at AS level. We've made these papers for AQA, but they are suitable for other exam boards. For further information, if you want to contact me on Twitter at Mr_G_Walton, you're more than welcome to, or you can contact me on the school account at Tupton Maths. So question 9 says, sketch the graph of y equals 2x squared minus 11x plus 12. We've been given no more information than that. Okay, so let's have a think about how we're going to go about this then. In order to sketch the graph, we need to do the following things. We want the general shape. So what shape is this going to take? Well, this is a positive x squared, so it's going to be something like this. We need to know what the x and y intercepts are. So if we're looking at this, we can see the y-intercept straight away is at positive 12, so it crosses the y-axis at positive 12. What we don't know is where it crosses the x-axis, and they're the roots. So why don't we factorise it to start with? So 2x squared minus 11x plus 12, put it equal to 0. This is when we're working out when y equals 0, or in fact where it crosses the x-axis. Stick it into some brackets. Hopefully this is going to work first time. We're going to get a 2x and an x, and what we're doing is thinking of numbers that multiply together to give positive 12. I'm thinking either 3 and 2 or 3 and 4 or 6 and 2. I'm trying to make 11 as well. So if I had 3 and 4, negative 3 and negative 4, negative 4 was here. When I multiply out this part, I'm going to get minus 8x, and that means that if I had minus 3 here, it would give me the extra of minus 3x to make the minus 11x from here. So, first guess, we got there. The two solutions that we can get from this are, from this bracket, x can equal 4, and from this bracket, x would be equal to 3 over 2. So these are the areas that we can have a look at our roots. So 3 over 2. Okay, let's have a go then, starting to sketch this out. So let's have a look. Here are my axes. We know it's going to cross at positive 12, so let's mark that on first. So positive 12. It's going to come something like this. It's going to cross and back up again, and we're going to mark on what the other two places are. So 3 over 2 is 1.5, so 3 over 2. This point here is going to be 4, and we've done. We've sketched the graph. Now the next part says find the set of values for x which satisfies this, and actually we can do this on the same slide here. Find the set of values which satisfy this. Well, we've already found our roots. What we're interested in is when this curve is greater than 0. Well, it's greater than 0 when it's above the y equals 0 line. So you can see we've got two places here where it is greater than 0. The first place is here, coming up here. So from this point, coming this way. So all the values coming to the right are going to give me values up here which are greater than 0. So one of the solutions I can say is when x is greater than 4. The other area where I can get values that are greater than 0 is here, and this is when x is less than 3 over 2. And notice that it's not less than or equal to 3 over 2, it's strictly less than and strictly greater than 4. So find the set of values for x. Well, there's actually two things that we need to write down for part B. So for part B, x is greater than 4 and x is less than 3 over 2. Don't try and put all that into one thing, because it will just look confusing. You're much better off writing it as two separate inequalities here. Okay. So a nice quick question, question 9. Quite often you'll find that the last question is either a quick, speedy one, or it can be quite a tricky one if you've got to a point and whizzed through the paper. The last one's either really fairly straightforward or quite tricky. Let's have a look at some ideas for your revision cards then. To accurately sketch a quadratic, we need to know the shape. We need to know the roots, the y-intercept, and I've also said a minimum point ideally. Now this one didn't actually give us a particularly nice minimum point, and actually didn't ask for it either, and there were only 3 marks, so the 3 marks would have come from these 3 areas here. If it does say and show the minimum point, then do that as well. Or if you've already worked out the minimum point earlier on by completing the square, for example, show it on your picture. Sketch a picture before solving any quadratic inequalities. This is going to be key, because then you can think about whether you're going to have more than one solution. So if you've got a quadratic inequality, let's say it's something like this, if it's less than 0, then you're going to be interested in all the areas below the curve down here, or if it's greater than 0, then we're going to be interested in the 2 areas up there and up here. So if there's more than one area, we're going to have to write it down as 2 separate solutions, like this. Or if there's just one area, we can do it as a single solution, like this. As ever, read the questions carefully, make sure you're doing what it says in the question, and keep your notes nice and neat and tidy for the examiners to mark quickly and effectively. As ever, good luck in your exams, and if you need anything, get in touch. See you soon.